All right, Jared, I know it's not the outcome you wanted, but at least you got back on the floor tonight. How did you feel?
I felt good. Just trying to get used to running up and down the floor again. But I felt better than I thought I was going to be. Shots were just short and didn't fall, so just trying to make an impact on the defensive end while I was out there.
You'd mentioned it'd be more mental than physical. How did you handle the mental side of it? Because it seemed like you didn't get frustrated, you just kept fighting through it.
Yeah, I mean, the mental part was the minute restriction. That's the frustrating part for me anyway. I mean, you're gonna make and miss shots all the time, but when you're just not playing like you know how you think you want to, but also understanding the trainers and everybody has your best interest at heart is it's kind of tick for tack. But I mean, I think I did handle it pretty well.
You mentioned shots coming up short. Was that a product of fatigue?
No, I mean I faded on a few. I just got to get accustomed to shooting those shots again. For whatever reason, my body kind of takes over when I feel like a player's on either side or whatever, and I tend to fade a little left or right. So you just got to get used to taking those shots again.
You talked the other day in practice about reaching for the ball and that confidence part. Were you okay with that?
Yeah, I was okay with it. I reached, I think one time on Stanley Johnson and hit my hand pretty good, and that was like the first time I really hit it, and it was fine. So I was kind of in shock a little bit, but still it didn't like hurt or anything. So it was pretty cool.
So you needed that to kind of get over the hurdle?
Yeah, for sure. I'm glad it happened the first game instead of the second or third game to where you don't know how to handle it. So.
Outside of the minutes, what was it like playing with different teammates, different rotations than you used to?
I mean, it was fun. Playing with D. Will, seeing him get into his bag in the fourth quarter, that was pretty cool. I just wish Kyle was out there with me, just to see what it looked like.
But I mean, you got to be looking forward to those instances where you guys really settle in as a group.
Yeah, for sure. We understand it's a process. It's going to take time. We still got 19 games left now, and we're still trying to figure out, how our identity is going to be in the first unit and the second unit. So it's going to be a process, but fortunately we have the vets that are willing to work through it and not fight the system. Everybody knows what we're here for, and everybody understands we're here to try to achieve that one common goal. So we're going to put our best foot forward.
You mentioned being eager to return, and you beat the timeline. So how do you balance, trying to make an impact and picking up where you left off versus not trying to do too much?
Well, the good part about it, I left off and not shooting the ball good. So I mean, I get to come in pretty much on a clean slate. So that's pretty cool.
Turned the tide in the fourth quarter.
Some of their pressure had something to do with it, but a lot of it had to do with my mistakes going in the fourth, and not necessarily setting the tone and really coming out and making a stand, especially with a 7-point lead. In order for us to be great, we got to be good all across the board, and I got to demand more out of myself as well as out of my teammates. But it starts in that fourth quarter. There's a swing action. That's an automatic shot. I turn the ball over. They get a 3 out of it to Reggie Bullock. I take 2, semi-tough shots. They go on a little bit of run, and then they go 84-80. And then that's where the tide started to descend. The momentum was in their favor. So it can't happen again.
You sense you faced a team tonight that was obviously desperate. I mean, they're in the fight of their lives to, hold on to a playoff spot.
Yeah, I mean, they had a tough loss up in Indiana. A couple guys played well. And tonight they played desperation basketball as well as with the intent to execute. Andre was doing his normal things, being on the rim, being physical, and Reggie was attacking downhill and hitting some tough floaters and some tough shots. So they made timely buckets as well as going in the fourth when we tried to make a comeback. But it shouldn't have gotten to that point. You know, so going forward, just got to be better.
LeBron's out of the game, and you're in there leading the group. Is there a recognition to that juncture of the game? Like any time he checks out, do you get what I'm aiming at? Like, we spoke about a couple games ago that when he doesn't play, period, that you have to look for more scoring opportunities. But when he plays in the game and then subs out, and then you are leading the unit, does your mentality shift at all? Is there anything you have to do differently?
No, I mean, I think that we've been doing a great job of you know, just the way our subbing patterns have been going. But tonight, it kind of flip-flopped. I came out with about 2:55 left, and Bron finished the first, and then I started the second. And then we flip-flopped again in the third quarter, where he finished the third, and then I started the fourth. So being in that position, just got to be even more well-prepared for whatever T. Lue is throwing out there. And just be able to execute and be able to demand excellence from the guys that I have on the floor, and just really playing with a great pace and defensively being solid. And, you know, tonight I didn't set the tone, so yeah, that's what happens.
Can you put your finger on what's not clicking or what wasn't clicking tonight here on the defensive end?
I think tonight it was all about the beginning or end of quarters. Well, we was up 15, 27-12 in the first quarter. We didn't end the quarter the right way. It was only up 7. And then the same thing in the end of the second quarter. We had a nice lead, and we end up being down at the end of the half. And the same thing with the fourth quarter. You know, we up 7, and they go on a 12-0 run or whatever the run was. So it was a game of runs, and you know, we got to figure out a way when it become a thunderstorm. We got to kind of weather the storm, and I think we did a good job of that tonight.
You typically call that the championship DNA that you guys find when you're able to close out games. How do you get back to that?
We'll be better. We gotta be more detailed on what we need to do to execute the game plan offensively and defensively. And if we do that, it's close to 48 minutes, then we're gonna give ourselves a chance to win.
You mentioned the start of the second quarter, start of the fourth quarter. That's usually you. It was flip-flop tonight with Kyrie going that way. Do you know why that was?
No, I'm not sure. I think it was just the flow of the game, the feel of the game from coach, and that's how it went.
Is that something that you guys are anticipating as the rest of this regular season goes on, like trying to experiment with different combinations?
I don't think it was an experiment. I just think it was the flow of the game tonight. I mean, the lineup that we had at the end of the third, we had it flowing. We had the ball moving. Channing was knocking down shots. I was getting to the lane, creating for others, and we had a great end to that quarter. So. You know, that's the feel of the game that T. Lue had right there, and it was the right call. We ended up going up 7 in the quarter. So, and obviously I needed to take a break playing the whole quarter at that point.
Yourself, you got the hip pointer. What's the training gonna be like between now and Saturday?
I just gotta get myself ready to play. Very sore. I would wish this on anybody, but I got to be ready to play on Saturday. So. It's around-the-clock treatment from the time we get on this plane all the way to Orlando until Saturday, so I'll be all right.
Your minutes are always debated by people, and obviously you know your body well. You know what you're doing. What's the struggle like in terms of you need to get some time to rest throughout the course of a game? You're not going to be 48, but if the team could use you out there.
I just got to trust the coaching staff. I got to trust my teammates. That's what I've always done my whole career. Some games is going to be games where I would wish I was out there while the team were making a run like tonight. But in some games, our team, put together a run of our own, and I'm sitting on the bench. So, just trust my teammates that they're going to make the right plays, and hopefully it come out for the best of us.
You managed to get to the rim all night long. 7 dunks matches a career high for you. But that 7th one, did that surprise you or impress you, the look on your face?
No, it's just trying to be aggressive and attack the rim and put some pressure on the defense, and I was able to get into the lane. My outside shot wasn't going for me tonight, so, I'm able to switch off and go somewhere else, and that's the beauty of me working on all facets of my game that, as well as I've been shooting the 3-ball this year, when it didn't go down tonight, I'm able to switch and get into the paint. And, my teammates did a great job. Tristan hit me with a bounce pass for a dunk. D. Will hit me with a pass for a dunk. And then some of them just came out dribble penetration. I had for myself to be able to finish.
Second and fourth, was it hard to kind of grasp what happened down the stretch?
No, it's not. It's not hard. They just hit shots. They got into a rhythm. I thought they were aggressive in the fourth. Jackson got going. You know, then they were kicking it out, spraying and making threes, and you know, kind of battled back there. But I think for us, you know, we just gotta, you know, look inside ourselves and make sure that you know, we're doing everything that we can individually and as a team to go out there and give ourselves the best chance of winning. You know, the season's an ebb and flow of ups and downs. You got a good veteran team, so you know, at this point, it's like, you know, we're like, hey man, like, it's time to step it up. You know, it's time to do extra. It's time to you know, push yourself more to evolve and get better.
You guys at least get a chance yesterday to spend some time on the practice floor.
Yeah, right.
Did you see some of that helping a little bit defensively?
I thought we were aggressive in the first half. I think second quarter we didn't score very well. I thought the third quarter they went on that run. I think we kind of backed up a little bit, and then you know, we were a little more aggressive in the fourth. But then they had a rhythm going, and that's going to happen. I think you know, for us, we need to continue to be aggressive on the defensive end. Continue, you know, trusting in each other, making sure we're communicating. You know, new guys are coming in, so I think we need to make sure that everybody is ready for the game and make sure everybody is you know, focused on what their job is, and that we're holding each other accountable. And other than that, man, everyone just needs that fun, man. I think, you know, sometimes it's easy to be fun when it's good, and we need to continue to have fun, working through the good and the bad, and like I said, challenging ourselves and evolving into something greater.
One final point, such a challenging schedule with 12 out of 17 on the road this month. But you can't.
You don't need to make excuses for us. Everybody got to do something.
No, what I'm saying, but you don't look at the overall. You're just taking a little bit.
Yeah. Like, look, no excuses, man. Like, you know, hey, we're going to Orlando. It's sunny out there, so I don't think any of us are complaining about it. They're a good team. We got to go play. We got to get prepared. You know, guys are banged up, so let's go out there and you know, enjoy that sun and those bugs.
Because you know about the bugs.
I know about the bugs and the crocodiles and the lizards and all type of Jurassic Park creatures that live out there.